Previously, on an episode of Hardcore Saga where my microphone didn't work. Isn't that sad? I recorded that on Sunday because Sunday night I got 2,500 subscribers, and that was going to be my 2,500 subscriber extra video just to be cool. And but I wasn't going to process it Sunday night. I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. And so Monday I got up, I recorded the Nicktoons United segment, and then I went to process them, and that's when I found out that my microphone, for whatever reason, was not working. It didn't work for the Nicktoons, and I had to re-record that, and then I went back and looked at the Terraria segment, and it did not work for that. And so I had the entire segment with no commentary, just the video. And that was, of course, the end of the video. I cut out the last, I think, like, couple minutes, and put that together. And by the way, just that little segment, that was like a minute and a half, that took quite a long time for me to make, because I had to plan it all out and figure out what I was going to do. So, yeah, Sir Eldrick I has died. Long live Sir Eldrick II. Go into Alonia. I played Sir Eldrick II for just a little bit when I put him together. I wanted to see... I should say this. Alright, so you saw when you die, all your stuff explodes out of you, which looks epic. Then... presumably it stays there long enough for you to pick up. So immediately after I died, I stopped the game. I turned it off. That way, there would be no temptation to go and pick it up. The next day, restarted the game, and then looked. I had some copper and everything left over in my chest, so that's why you can see now I've already got 2 pieces of copper. I had a whole bunch of lenses, so I went ahead and made goggles, because I don't like the way the copper helmet looks. And then I head down into the dungeon and just checked out. I didn't mine or do anything while I was down there. All I did was make my way back to where Eldrick I died to see what had gone on. And then I climbed back out, and now you're watching. So, not much has gone on. I used the copper that I had left over from my mining expedition to put together this. And... yeah, so now I'm going to take you back. You'll see exactly where Sir Eldrick I died. Poor Sir Eldrick I. Sucks to be you. Anyway, yeah. So when you restart, well, you come back into the world, and all you have is the same stuff when we very first started, is the copper short sword, the copper pick, and the copper axe. Click. And so I had to go ahead and pull the copper I had out of the chest, made some copper armor, pulled out the lenses, forgot that I had enough to make the copper breastplate, and then just enough left over. I think I had like 16 bars. So I could make the copper helmet, and then I'm like, oh wait, I'll make the goggles. The goggles give me +1 defense. Well, except for the fact that they're worn in the same slot. And went and, you saw, you know, a couple minutes ago when we were walking by the forest of newly planted trees, all of the stuff that I was carrying was gone. And I was carrying my wood, I was carrying my red bricks that I made out of a whole bunch of blocks of clay. And, I mean, I had like 100-something red bricks that I was going to use to build my house, and now they're all gone, because I was carrying them when I died. So, on the one hand, I know to put stuff in the chests, and that's why I made a second chest, if you noticed that in the house. And the second thing is, though, I don't want to metagame it too much, where I'm constantly, you know, putting extra stuff in the chest just in case I die. But at the same time, that kind of makes sense, that knowing I'm going to head down under, you know, ground, I usually tried to keep everything in the chest. It also means that I'm not likely to carry around too many extra weapons on me. And that I should stockpile some resources. Like right now, I restarted. I have a dirt block, and that's it. Nothing beyond that one single dirt block. I can fall right down here. Come over here, blue slime. I want to kill you. Come on. Bring it! There we go. The first thing, well, not literally the first thing. I went down into the dungeon with the copper short sword, and then I realized, oh yeah, I hate this because it sucks. And so the first real thing that I did, other than walking down here to see where I had died, was make myself a brand new wooden sword. I'm happy the wooden sword is so quick and easy to make because it's so much better being able to swing full range. And it's weird that the copper pickaxe does almost as much damage as the copper sword, and so there's really no point in ever using the copper short sword. Its range of attack sucks, and it only does 1 more damage. And there's a bunch of skeletons down here. Alright, guys. Let's see if we can do this. You guys are going to die. One of you is going to drop a hook because I said so. Ow, dude. Hit me like a bloody truck, why don't you? Heal. Oh, I also, you didn't get to see this, but I made a whole bunch of potions, which is why I have... Dang it. No hooks. Which is why I have a bunch of healing potions. I walked around, when I started the new character, there were a bunch of mushrooms. And, of course, I had all of the bottles still in the chest. The biggest problem with it was that I had to go and get... is that going to help? Oh, yeah, it does light up a bit. The biggest problem was I had to go and get a bunch of slime gels. Here's the tombstone. Now, that's not, of course, where I died, but you can see here it says, Sir Eldrick I face planted the ground. Can I... No, I might need a hammer to try and move that. Oh, you know what? There we go. Oh, hey, black slime. Come here. Punk. 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 Ow. Why does everything have to be so bouncy? On the one hand, I know you bounce above me because you jump, and that's your mode of movement. On the other hand, you don't have to hit this block and come swinging back in me. This is exactly where I died. Hoop, right here. And what happened was, as I was falling, I saw that there was water. So you see, I go down, and then I see the water, and I immediately curve around to try and land in the water. Of course, it didn't end up being enough water. And the water on the other side, which might have been enough, was too far away. I couldn't get there even if I wanted to. So yeah, we climbed up here. This is where we fought that skeleton with the pickaxe. Ooh, wow, that's... I have a dirt block, which is not going to help me at all. Ugh! I don't like this, so let's go ahead and grab a couple dirt blocks. There we go. Now it's slightly safer and easier to jump up here. Thank you. I think I want to put... Yeah, because I'm going to be... I come up this way, so it's not like it's going to be in the way of me jumping up here. And this is where we died. Grab a torch. Hello, slime. Yes, just stay right there. That just works for me. Okay, I will not die right now, because now I can't fall through that hole. I knew you would jump that way. Because you are what is called a punk. Alright, more torches. Now what sucks is, as you can see, there's some silver here. There's a bunch of pots here. And if you come up here, there's some iron. I think that my dad, Sir Eldrick I, would have loved this place. And so, in honor of him, I named this the Sir Eldrick I Memorial Cave. All hail the Sir Eldrick I Memorial Cave. Get some coinage. And now, I need to dig out some blocks. Do I have... I have wood. Let's make... No, let's not make wood, because wood takes forever to come back together. Wood takes forever... Get up here. There we go. Come over a little bit more. There we go. Wood takes forever to cut up because you have to use the axe, and the axe is so weak. Come on, take out that block. There we go. Now, take out that block. Now jump up here and grab this silver. And if I get enough silver, which I obviously am not going to just from that small amount, that is what I plan to use when I make my sword. Because they are good for that. Can I? No. You know what I found out earlier? You can right-click a torch and pick it up. I didn't know you could do that. I thought you had to use a hammer, and quite often you would see me use a hammer for that very purpose. You know what? I'm just gonna mine this dirt because I need some dirt. Click, and I will put the torch there, and it will light up plenty. Kind of. Camo. I'm probably the only one who's ever seen that anime. Alright, there we go. Grab that. And some more dirt blocks. Over like that. And come back and grab this. This is what most of that last video looked like, actually. Me just going back and forth, building a bunch of these dirt bridges, walking across them, gathering ore. And this time I'm not taking any chances. And since I need a bunch of clay, let's gather up some clay while we're here. Because clay is what we need to make the red bricks, which I will use to build my house. My house will be epic. So epic, in fact, that all of you are invited to the grand opening gala, if it ever happens. Wow, there's a lot of clay here. I'm quite happy with this, actually. This fits my purposes perfectly. If ever a king came to visit, I'd be like, ooh, do I have a surprise for you, made to your exact specifications. Okay. Grab... Oh, is that more iron? It looks like more iron. Only a couple blocks of it, but, you know, take what you can get. That's the way of the world. Take what you can get. Or as Shakespeare would say, as you like it. I don't think that that's actually what that means, but... You know what? I'm in charge of this LP. Things will go as I say. Today was my only day off. Kind of. Camo. Oh my gosh, people are going to be asking me, what do you mean by Camo? There's an anime called Maharaba Heartful Days. And in it, one of the characters, she says Camo after everything. And in Japanese, Camo means maybe, or kinda. And so basically she wouldn't commit to actually saying anything. So she ends every sentence with maybe. And anything in here? No, I don't see anything. Oh, wait. All of this silver that I might want. Alright, go ahead and knock this down, because we don't want that mud block falling on us. Didn't I say, I think I said on more than one occasion, I don't want to die by falling. Wouldn't that suck? And then I died by falling, and it sucked. As one would imagine. Well, the only other death that I can imagine that sucks as much as falling is having sand or mud or ash fall on your head and kill you. That's just undignified. And you know what? Not that I want you guys to sit here with this boring digging, but I gave you the epic slow-mo death at the beginning of the video, so I think you can deal with a little boring slow-mo digging for a moment. But I'm completely out of dirt, and I need my dirt, man. That's what I use. It's like a tool with which I build. Bob the Builder. There we go. Get up there. Perfect. And a little bit more clay. Walk, walk, walk. And this time, when I make my clay bricks, I'm going to put them in the house. In the nice, happy... There we go. The chest. The brand new chest I made. Having cut down all those trees and replanted them, and hopefully they grow again soon. What was funny is, with all the monsters that I encountered, I didn't come nearly that close to dying at any point in the last video, as I did when I fell. Okay, anybody else see any precious metals? I don't. I want to, but I don't. Yeah, you can stay there, I guess. You know what? This is kind of scary because it's kind of open there, so I'm going to go ahead and just complete it. Give me that stone block. I don't see anything up there. I went up there in the video. Didn't I show that part? Yeah. I went up there and broke stuff. Come here, bats. You guys are not nearly as scary now that I have a sword. The first time when I came down here just to check out where Eldrick the First died, all I had was my pickaxe. Oh, hey, look. Doesn't this look familiar? But slightly different. Because I'm wearing blue pants and have a sword. Ah! Whoa! No! No! Frickin' bats! Oh, man, I hate this game. Okay, there we go. Jeez Louise. The game, I've noticed, is a complete and total jerk quite often, where if you're fighting a couple things, it will deliberately spawn monsters just to make it more difficult on you. Because, I mean, we were up there forever and nothing was happening, but then as soon as I start fighting the skeleton, guess what? Bats. Plenty of bats show up. How many hit points do you have, buddy? Alright. Get that in there. I gotta wait till I build a hammer to fill that in. Okay, look at this. Look at all these guys. Get the heck out of here. There we go. How many hits do you take? 5. There we are. You're dead. I'm happy. This will be where we're going to explore the next time, but right now I need to make it back to home base. Come on. 4, 5. Excellent. By the way, if that seemed like it was a little bit off, it was. So it's not an audio sync issue. I gotta watch. Someone was saying that the audio was desynced a whole lot in the Nicktoons Racing. And it was desync, for sure. I mean, like, without question, there was desync. But it wasn't as bad as you would think, because most of the time I was saying stuff after it happened. Alright, black slime. Ah! Punk. I'm not fond in this game with the fact that if you're like one block off the person, you can't hit them. Like right there, if he was standing here, I could hit him. But as soon as he's right here, I can't, even though he's closer and my sword is hitting him just the same. Perfectly fine. I kind of get what they're doing when it doesn't work. I mean, I understand what the adjudication is, what the programming is for it. But at the same time, man. At the same time. Is that a hole? Yes, it is! Awesome. Now we have a light source in it. I was hoping it would reveal some copper, or some iron, or some gold. I lost gold. Gold. I lost my gold. I had found a little bit of gold. I hadn't had time to make it into bars when I died. Otherwise, man, I would probably be able to make like a gold pick by now, which would be awesome because people love gold picks. Stone, stone. I was hoping beyond hope that it would be silver, because then I could get a silver sword or a silver pick. The first time I played, I probably have even mentioned this before, I came across a big vein of silver really early in the game. And so I went straight from having, I had the copper sword to start, then I built a wood sword as soon as possible because it's better, and then I immediately went to silver sword. Whee! which is what I'm hoping to do here, is just go from wood and then straight up to silver or gold or a magic item, which would be awesome. In fact, I know you can't find Muramasa out, you know, at random in the world. I know it's in the dungeon only. Get up here. I want to kill you. Another thing that I found that's kind of different is that the first time I played, I kept getting shackles. I know that, you know, eventually you build up a bunch, but I mean, I had 4 shackles like an hour into the game. I think the very first zombie I ever fought, well, I can't say that for sure. It's on video, but I got shackles pretty quickly. And I was wearing 5 and 6 shackles. How many slots do you have? 6? 5? Yeah. I had all of my slots filled with shackles before I ever found something else that I could wear there. Come on, you stupid eyeball. How many hits do you take? You take quite a bit. You take 10 hits, actually. Die, 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 die. Shackle. No. Die, die. Wow, it's daytime already and the eyeball left. Die, 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 die. No shackles. All I want is your shackles. Why can't I find a shackled zombie? I want your defense score to keep me alive. My father died in this land. Perhaps he would not have died if he had had extra shackles. Actually, he probably would have died if he was wearing really good armor. That was quite the fall that he took. You know, go back and watch it. I don't remember offhand how much damage it was. I think it was like 189 or something like that. Something ridiculous. Where even if I was wearing really good armor, I still would have died. I would have needed extra hit points. La-di-da. Oh, I don't need to cut the grass so much on this side. I need to cut the grass on the other side where all the trees are growing. You know what's cool? Another thing that I know AdKit was wondering is whether or not the trees actually grow anymore once they've growed a little bit. Or grown, once they have grown. And I wonder that too. Once you plant a tree, like this tree, at the beginning of the video, this wasn't here, I believe. I think this was still another one of the just little saplings. And now look at it. Look at how huge it is. So, I mean, does the game, once the tree sprouts, that's it? I mean, that's how big it's going to be? Or do they actually grow? And the reason why it matters is because bigger trees give you more wood. I like this, too. There's the tree branch, and leaves are back here. But then there's also a rose growing, and so it actually looks like there's a little rose bush here, which was kind of cool. I liked it. Ah, get back here, punk. Boom, boom. Everybody dies. That is the name of the game. So, just about done here. Ugh, stupid freaking merchant. Get out of my way! No, I'm not talking to you. I don't like you. Alright, put my 1 mushroom in here. Put my gels in here. Put some mud in here. Who cares? I guess we'll put some stone in there. I'm going to keep the clay blocks because I still need to use them. Put the wood in there. Oh, no, I need the wood right now. Give me the wood. You let that bunny die. You stood there and watched the bunny die. You are a heartless, heartless jerkface. Did you know that nobody likes you, merchant? I asked. Everybody said that they hated you. Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true. In fact, I asked everybody, and every single person said that they hated you a lot. Like, not even just a little bit. Like, they loathed you. You made them want the world to end. They would be willing to die if it meant that you would be hurt. Yep, just ask around. Anybody will tell you the same thing. Wow, I love how fast that is. Yay, I have approximately half as many blocks as I had before. Hooray! Okay, put those in there. Clay block, give me that. Give me that. I have coins, that's from earlier. I have started keeping my coins in here. Give me a silver coin. Just so I don't lose all my money. Not that money has that much value. There's not so much you can do with it. I mean, there's only a couple things you can buy, and none of that stuff is any good. Or at least right now. The merchant's stuff isn't any good. The merchant's stuff is terrible. I don't even know how he makes a living. And I would love it. Okay, see. Ah! I do have enough for a silver broadsword. It would take all my silver, but I would go from 7 damage to 11. And I will. because I'm awesome like that. Okay. So now, head back up here. Put my copper away. Oh, no, that goes there. Silver ore, iron bar, iron ore. I'll stick my wooden sword in there. I'll stick my copper sword in there. Actually, no, I'm going to sell my copper sword because if I die, I start off with another copper sword, so it's useless to me. And is that it? I think that is it. From there... Oh, I can put the wood away too because I have my hammer. Alright, next time we'll actually go down and explore below where Sir Eldrick I died, and I will see if I can use my wooden hammer to move his tombstone to his actual place of death. And then I will build a little shrine around it. Alright, until next time. Oh, where am I? Okay. I've got my hands on the wrong controls to stop the video because I think I'm with Camtasia instead of Fraps. Bye-bye.